Go get your stocking, baby. It's Christmas morning.
Get your stocking. Oh. Where's Charlie? Let's go get Charlie.
Go get Charlie and wake him up. Damn, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Christmas and Santa Claus has been here.
That line hurts. And the line hurts. His stocking.
Chris already found his stocking.
I know where mine is.
On your feet?
Christmas. What'd you get? Same thing.
You got your knife?
Look, baby, what's in here? That's all that's in yours besides nah. Oh, sweet monkey. You want some nah?
Best thing he got. A knife. Chris. Chris, you like your knife?
Turn around and show Daddy your nah.
Show me your Christmas knife.
Okay, Charlie, let's go. Let's go see what Santa Claus brought. Did Santa Claus bring anything? Let's go around this way. Let's go around this way. Come on, Christopher. This way.
Gracious.
Whoa.
Towards a while, ain't it?
I asked for these in my backyard. I want.
Ask for them where?
I need 2 rackets. So I'm like tennis.
Ask for them in your backyard.
Huh?
You asked for them in your backyard?
Yeah, to myself.
You wanted one of those in
Well,
the
let's-
backyard?
We'll go see. We'll go see if it's in the backyard then, because if you did, it's probably back there.
No, the rackets. I wanted some rackets. I thought to myself, I need some. I need 2 rackets. Because I had that
You better
tennis.
go look in the backyard.
Yeah. Nothing on the porch. Hmm? Volleyball thing. Ball. I got a volleyball. Yeah. Yeah, I have I gotta open it. Now. Hey, see it, Christopher.
Pull it down. Pull it down.
Oh, now. Pull it down.
Christopher.
Push that. Push it. Oh, I got his bag. BB's. Get it? They don't. Money. Oh, I got a new one.
I guess you can play.
I don't get to it. Here, Mom, put this on your head like this.
What is it?
The fang, can't you tell?
Yeah, I got you a police car.
Catch it.
I got that. Even I can catch with these.
What?
And
Oh. Good. Ooh, look what Christopher got. Two bucks. Bigger one than I have. Christopher, look at your tricycle. Look at your tricycle. Look at it. Oh, look. Okay, the ground.
Right.
Hey. Oh.
Yay, Christopher! Go, baby, go! That goes on.
Chris got him a tricycle dump truck.
Like that.
Lee loading his dump truck.
I'm gonna shoot.
Now maybe he will want to play with your cars. He's got one of his own.
It's yours. I don't think I need that.
Stand up, show him how to push it down, Charlie. Nothing.
Here. If there's a cow. now. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Good.
I gotta manage it. I have leaping kisses.
Look, Christopher.
Just play all of them.
You sitting on your piano?
That won't fit, baby.
Oh God! Put everything in there.
Put your other sock thing on.
Oh no! Play basketball. Wonderbug of fantastic called out facts. Shuffle that.
Get your glasses on. Christopher. Come on,
Christopher.
Now, after this, Charlie, I want you to stay out of there.
Christopher, come here. Oh.
Christopher's playing with the little kites on piano on one hand and the
No.
There's 2 packets of BBs.
Here we go.
Here we go. Present opening
To
time.
Christopher.
Rip it open, sugar.
Open it.
From
Open
Miss
it.
Billy and Mr. Dean.
Open this up.
Charlie, how he says, for weeks y'all been telling me I can't touch any of this stuff.
Yeah,
and
rip it
now-
open. Rip it open. And you know how many whoopings I've had for touching these things for weeks? And all of a sudden you
Ain't got
telling me
one
to
yet.
rip them open? I ain't gonna touch the sucker.
Rip it open.
That's to Grandma.
Let Chris get that open. Tear it open, sugar.
I know who this is from. Yeah, like that. That's something little. Is this?
Last Christmas was a white Christmas for Chris.
Yeah, it was. wasn't it?
This
That's,
is a Nintendo game.
yeah, it's a used one, Charlie. I bought somewhere.
Thank you. I don't care if it's cheese.
Oh yeah, it's broken too. You just got the case. No, it's a good one.
I hope it's good. They told me they were all good. And I didn't know what game.
How much?
Give that baby another present, Tara.
I don't want you to pay
Here.
too much just for me.
Okay.
It's Christmas. Here, Christmas. Rip it open.
Here.
I remember.
Have you got them all memorized? That's Christopher.
Huh?
Charlie.
Oh yeah, this is
It's been debowed already.
yeah. Bo's in the car. I did it when you stopped
Here's another one, Christopher. Open this one.
in the car. Close. Told ya.
Oh boy,
What did he do?
isn't that cute? You can wear that today. Rip this open, baby. Look.
Yeah, I'm
In
gonna wear
here.
this today.
In here. Oh boy. Rip it
I
off.
know it's in there. Tool.
Oh boy.
Tool. That means gun on belt.
Got a tool belt. He's just.
Oh, this way, this way.
Got some tools.
Tool belt. Christopher, look. Christopher, look. Bam, 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 bam. Wrong end. No, Christopher, look.
Remember how Charlie used to go around with his belt, fixing everything in the house. Stand up, baby, and let's put it on.
Like that. I hammer everything. And let it. Wow, wow, wow. And that pretty tastes like here.
There. Got my Stanley tool belt on.
Here, where are my tools? Clear.
Okay, let's see here. To Christopher. Here, open that one.
Whoa. I don't want to throw that.
Let's see what this is. To Christopher.
Look at that.
To Curtis. What?
To Christopher, to Christopher, to Christopher. Ridiculous. Oh, please.
No, that's Daddy's.
To Dad.
To Kathy. Get over there.
There you go. That's from me.
Here, Christopher, look right there. Yay! Rip it off, baby. Rip it off.
Dad. Grandma. Mom.
Yay!
Dad.
To Charlie.
What?
From Mom.
Two moms and Charlie.
And that's Christopher's baby.
Gave that to you.
Whoa.
Oh, he got a piece of paper with a name on it.
Let's open it up, baby. Oh, it's so cute. Got a little sweatsuit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where's that one note? To me. Whoa. It's to me. Don't know where to take it. Oops. Why don't they put the tag?
Look, Christopher, here's another one.
Hey, look, look. This is from me and I can prove it. Come here. And it's a giant piece of clothing. This is mine, this is mine. Yes, 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 yes.
What is it, Charlie?
One of those things where you use a plug and it goes through these rings that are shaped like this.
Oh, a croquet set.
Yeah. Yeah. It won't be if I don't use it. Thanks
A
to
book?
super glue.
And I got a book about my favorite author. I happened to find it clearance, so I bought it and wrapped it up.
Well, baby. Christmas. There's one you're standing here.
No, here, go prop it up over there for the time being, and let's open the rest of these.
Even for Grandma?
Chris, what do you think about this Christmas? There ain't no big deal, just a lot of stuff.
Here, that's Daddy's. Here's one, just for you.
Here's one.
Tear it up.
Here's one just for you. Here's one. I don't know who it's to.
Oh, boy.
Who's
Nursery
this?
rhyme.
Who's this to?
Go.
Charlie, give me that camera on the left. Left.
Yesterday.
Oh.
I had one of those a lot.
Oh. We'll put that right there.
Oh. Two dollars
Rover
from
takes
Mr.
care of baby
From
and
Mr.
Mother
Dean.
Goose.
This is from Miss Billy and Mr. Dean. Miss Dean and Mr. Billy. Everybody's just always good. Oh, good night. Another deer pair of them. Isn't that nice?
Ooh, I like this.
Except these are sports.
One of those jumpsuit things.
Where'd that come from?
Mother Day.
Do you tell them to jump? You go jump suits and they jump. So the jump suits. Rip the bow off.
Well, this is one of
I
those.
know. Here you go, Christopher. Cheers, Christopher. Here you go, rip it open. Christopher, rip it open. Rip it open. Oh, Christopher, look. Look at your gazebo.
Gazoo.
Gazebo. 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 The gazebo. Look at your gazebo.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, hello. Oh, boy. Oh, what a pretty tree. Hello, darling.
I felt like you were warm. No. Just felt like it. Yeah.
Mom. Mom.
But you know, I gave him Tylenol.
You got a sick one?
I think so.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Y'all don't know how close. Sis. Y'all don't know how close. You'll come. I was called. I think this whole thing's off. They were all dead sick last week. Yeah.
They all had the flu last week.
I ain't never been in a house like this.
Ooh, gorgeous.
It's really a house.
Thank
Beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Oh, so gorgeous.
Yeah, Lordy.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Lordy.
I said, you're kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Hold that. Hold that.
You ain't got the door closed.
I know it.
Practical applications, and all of you, I think.
I asked Scott was coming over here if maybe you'd have that camcorder right on your,
Oh, you know
on
I
your
am.
eye.
Used in diapers.
I love you.
Pull the back end of it,
Now,
Verlene. Now you going.
There's always a better way.
an experiment where we mix a
I said, you gotta be kidding me. I
colorless
said, no, I'm not.
liquid with a clear and colorless.
You eating, Brad?
Did
Some
you,
people live.
hey, did you ask Brent, was that a white girl?
Oh, no, I didn't. Nay, nay.
My
It's
brand
up.
new
Washing
And I
machine
bet
broke.
you Safeco is done going back. I know. It's too late now.
I gotta find the sack.
I don't have
Doy, that's a ring, that's not a doy.
You don't have one?
Well, I think Brent's wandering over here.
Get him off the hump.
Put him on that
He
stick.
was, didn't walk. I found out what's the matter with you.
Tired, he won't walk on fall.
He's tired.
Yeah, Yeah, he put in a long, he had a long.
What?
Heard Santa Claus got killed on the freeway last night.
How?
Got ran over by diesel. I was crossing the freeway.
Daddy told me when I was younger. Daddy told me that when I was about 4 years old, Santa Claus got killed on the freeway last night.
How much of that $40 you got left in Kim sent you, Brent? Don't make an ugly face every time you do something.
I spent some of it yesterday.
For what? Rent some field? What do you spend your 40 on?
I didn't spend $40. I spent, me and him spent $10 a piece.
He just said 7.
I said some.
You know, when he give you that, you probably just spend it on yourself.
Cause you're with us.
Oh, I wanted, I
He
told
hadn't
you
said,
to,
he hadn't said go yet. Wait a minute.
let Atlas
Take that.
Oh, well, give me, here,
Okay,
wash that
there
real
you
quick,
go.
I'll fill that
Is
up.
that mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay, I thought it looked familiar. Yeah.
That thing crammed in our face again.
Are you
Well, I guess
getting
that's what
that
they do, they make too much.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't, I did it been a long time ago in Dallas. And, I just played it, man, I guess it was a year ago, Thanksgiving or something. Be a pumpkin pie, and I'm telling you what, that's.
You really
Mother taught me how to make pumpkin pies.
smile, da 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 dee da da.
Smile, darn you, smile.
You can't believe that, can you, Kurt?
Here you go.
He's the best helper that the Lord ever made. When it pleases him.
Get down there, boy. Get down from there.
Where is he?
Take a guess.
Uh-oh.
Dryer.
Standing on the dryer door. Hey, let your Uncle Atlas see you. Oh, he done got down there. He found out you gonna come see him. Hey, Earl, watch it.
He looks all right to me.
You can't stand in the dryer. Go stand in the corner. Go to the corner. Go to the corner. It's bad to stand in the dryer. Go get in the corner. Go get in the corner.
Charlie,
Go get in the corner.
get in
Go
that corner.
You can't stand in the dryer. Go get in the corner. Go get in the corner. Go on. Bad to stand in the dryer. Go get in the corner.
He never did such a good yes.
Go get in the corner.
She making him stand in the corner.
Bad to get in the dryer.
Get in that corner.
Don't TT back there.
Get in that corner.
Look in the corner. Look in the corner. Look in the corner.
Welcome.
Dad.
Who gave you that?
Do you like it?
But you
Okay,
left.
She wanted about it.
And you didn't go get me your cup.
What'd you get?
What'd you do with your cup?
Oh, you're welcome, darling.
Hey,
I'm glad.
take a picture of this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
you.
like it?
Take a picture of this. Look here, got me a card and a ribbon.
Now, you doing better than the rest of
How
it.
did you know I needed a new slip so badly? Yes.
That's because you worked so hard, darling.
When the lace starts coming off your old one, because it's been
Time
then
for
you
new
know
one.
it's time to get a new one. Thank you very much. That's something I need.
Thank you for having
Hey,
us
Charlie.
in your home.
Thank you for the bridges. Hey, Christopher.
What'd you get?
Thank you for the bridges.
Oh, got some drawers.
Some brushes, yeah. You like the Nerf ball? Good.
A Nerf football. Just what I
I
want.
don't know
One of
what
those turbo things. I don't know how fast.
are different from just a ball, but apparently they are.
They're softer. I think they're.
Oh, not just that. They go fast.
Oh.
Go get his under the tree. Please.
Christian, what?
Hey, thank y'all for your 2 pair of britches. I need it.
2 pair of drawers. Boy, you can work a whole year now.
One of the pairs needed.
Literally, Daddy.
One's on top.
Yeah, the one
Hey, this bottom one says reconditioned by Salvation Army. What does that mean?
That means he got a patch thrown in the crotch.
Those top ones never been worn, huh?
Hey, Brandy. We like to never go away from that security guard.
Maybe that's it.
Hey, how'd you get that guy out of it?
No, that's mine. Don't you get mine?
That's Christopher's.
Hey, Christopher, here's your present.
Yeah.
Thank you, Merlin.
I'm like,
Welcome.
Open it up,
Hope you
Joe.
enjoy it.
rip it open.
You're welcome, darling. Hope you like it.
It's a little bitty nurse football.
Help him get it started.
Oh, he's
There
there.
you go.
Going.
Christopher can do it.
Oh, believe me, he can tear it up.
I'll help you if you need me to.
Did I put too much tape on it?
Help you?
Not for Chris, maybe for the rest of them.
Little bitty one. Here, Christopher.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You got one just like brothers, only little.
Now you
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Throw it, Chris. Throw it, baby.
Hey, you know what? You can play football with that plastic that can get wet.
You can keep it in the house and it won't get wet
Throw
either.
it. Throw it to me.
Ain't it
Now
sexy?
listen, throws it in the commode.
Oh, let's hope not.
That's what
No, it ain't got room to commode for the TV channel changer.
Yeah, the TV channel station stays in there.
You trying to take
Did
it?
it burn it when he threw it in there?
Nah. I put it in the oven and dried it out.
What was it he put in the clothes dryer?
Uncle Doug got ran over by a reindeer. He still has a hoof print in his head.
Christopher, pick up the paper.
What's the rest of it?
Burley?
That's what me and Brad believe.
Put him in the microwave to dry him off and turn it up on 10 minutes.
Oh,
The
no.
cat blowed up.
Oh, no.
So we had catfish that night.
What, a real cat, a little cat?
No, I just
Christopher.
Well, somebody did do that. I heard on TV or something.
Yeah.
They're gonna wash this cat, bathe it,
Cat.
put him in there and gonna
In
dry
the
him off.
microwave. Boy, they
Thanks
was
a
on
lot.
one.
Thanks
They
a
learn
heap.
a lot on television, don't they?
Naturally, it heats from inside, so I guess it did explode from
Go
something.
be your butter, get the diapers.
You know, Charlie never did catch up like that.
Is this
that
your-
What?
Chris, you done found your buddy, ain't you?
Yeah.
Hang
You
on.
got a what?
That's your buddy.
Hey, 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 hey.
young. Oh my gosh, you know, Charlie wouldn't take me.
H. Oh, Swan.
Charlie went next door.
Boy,
Huh?
more than I brought.
You going with me? You gonna go with me?
I got you.
He going with me?
Chris, you better stay with your daddy here, baby.
Chris.
You better stay with your daddy. You gonna stay with daddy. Say, if you
He
just
got
take,
his mama's eyes,
say,
ain't he?
just take me outside. I tell you what, no, them eyes, daddy.
Huh?
Charlie and his eyes both same color, daddy.
Oh, is your daddy's?
Yeah.
That right? I thought they looked more like him. He going home with me, Kathy. He going with me.
I believe it.
No, I can't let my baby go.
Well, we always wish you'd come to visit us more often. I know you'll be back tomorrow.
That boy's all right.
Well, thank you.
Y'all just not broke in, that's all. Hello.
Doing great.
Who you want now? Oh! Hey, look at you. How you doing?
Oh, this is Agnes Ellis. You two are both cowmen.
Yeah, how you doing? Glad to know you.
Hey, Turner, you remember one I was telling you about all registered Charlotte? That's him.
Oh, yeah.
See, I talk about you when you ain't around.
That's all I can handle. Yeah. Hey, look at here. Boy, I'm scared of dogs. Come on.
Here, that dog.
Well, where's he? Hello, Nancy.
Once you've been dog bit, hi. Burley and Ellis.
Hello. By the time I got my head wet.
These dogs bit by a dog, it wouldn't bite anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
But they'll eat her up.
I guess they.
Tasha, she's
That girl throw a fastball, can't she?
When we first moved out here, I thought, oh, good, Tasha wanted to go walking with her. And then anything that is the least bit threatening, Tasha would hit me between it and
I used to carry her to the farm,
and she's going to go play with the
My name's
cats.
Scroggy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
And
You know my baby boy.
Yeah.
don't you?
Is that your baby
she'd go,
boy?
the mamas get upset, and she'd come running back to me.
Oh.
Yeah, you better know.
And I'm that baby boy's big old mama.
Hey, she good cook too.
Well, it's been a delightful day.
Love a bath.
Kathy. We
Glad to
certainly
meet y'all.
did.
Well, I'm
Thank
glad
you.
to
meet you.
Y'all come on back and see us.
I'm gonna get you when you drive off in
We
your
could in the
tank.
wood mower.
Oh, you.
We do.
Years you'll look at that and go,
We do, but we.
I run a business in town and take care of
bye-bye.
Atlas runs an orphanage out
My
there.
husband loves his
He's
cows,
tied
baby.
down.
Hey,
It's awful to be that tied down.
you're coaching the car. You
My
got
I
dog.
think I got everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice meeting you.
I love you.
you, I don't think you ready to go, are you?
No, I'm not. Bye, Kathy. I love you.
Well, Tudor, did you unwrap all your presents?
We got everything unwrapped. We're just waiting now to get on our way to Pennsylvania as soon as John Ray gets here.
Uh-oh. You got a pretty good
Good
little
luck
job.
with your cattle.
You bet. Don't you want to come watch, man? I'm going to Pennsylvania
I didn't know
here
it
in
till
about
yesterday.
an hour.
I feel at home.
You'd feel at home?
Yeah.
How many you run?
Oh, we, right, the last
Live bill.
printout was
Hell,
88.
88.
Thanks.
I put it in there.
That's quite a load.
It ain't
I
bad.
told
Have
Kathy
you got any help?
again, we really enjoyed it all. I know she went to
Now, during the summer,
That's
I
motion
got
me.
2 Mexican friends.
I know who done the
that
work.
they come up.
You don't have to tell me no lies.
Commercial pay, too.
Is that my new shirt?
I don't do a commercial.
I mean, I'm the one that found her.
This,
If I wouldn't have found her, you would have never got all that work
Summer
done.
and all, like it rained all summer. I rolled up.
Nip that.
7 months ago when I raised mailed and hauled.
That's, you know, I do
Told
that.
wife I believe
Well, we didn't eat all your food up.
I know we do. Don't throw it too far, you get in the water.
Over there to your left is Brad's luxury tank.
Where you at?
Showing, you know where I'm at.
That's his B-24 mobile hot rod log
Log.
cabin.
Huh? How we
That's
start?
his log cabin B-24 hot rod mobile.
What a nice vehicle.
Ain't it?
My.
100 years old.
Get in your hot rod!
Let's get Brad's car on videotape.
Can you hear any sound on that thing? Okay. This is my hot rod. Hot rod Eugene Mobile. Okay.
Fire it up and listen to that little sucker purr like a kitten.
Man, it's a sweet sound.
And then, of course, they built the new store and then turned it.
Purr. I see you going later. I see you. Bye-bye.
Y'all drive careful now. Y'all got a shorter drive than we do.
Yeah. Mine's far enough.
Yours far enough, huh?
Y'all take care. There.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, how thing is going? Let's see Brad driving on.
Uh-oh, here comes John Ray. We fixing to be on the road.
When you gonna come back?
We'll be back probably late the 30th, 31st.
Oh. You got anything you need tended to over there?
Just check the dogs and the cats and the hamster.
We'll do it.
We took the cats in. Make sure nobody messing, you know. Go over there and turn some lights on and that kind of crap, you know.
Well, we'll do that. How long you gonna be gone?
About 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days. I thought we were only going to be up there 2 days.
We'll be there in this, or come on over here just a minute. John Ray, you got your suitcase and stuff ready? Yeah. Okay, well.
Oh, y'all done told Kathy what needs to be done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got the fan tended to, but the fan don't work any longer.
What's the matter with it?
Just throw them back up there. We ain't opening that truck.
Y'all don't do nothing stupid, because I'm getting you.
I told John Ray get out and moon you.
The cars.
You want to slide the cars down and slide. You like that? Huh? You like that? Chris in his new little house. Where'd he go?
Yeah, baby.
Slide down and slide.
No, no.
Step off.
Oh, Dad. Look here, climb up over here. It wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Put your foot right here and climb up, Christopher. Put your foot right here. Oh. He's got places to climb, but he keeps trying the hardest things. That's right. Oh, boy. Mm-hmm.
Pickle, pickle, pickle. Come over here.
Christopher. Come slide down.
Just take yourself on off that edge there, boy. Don't let nothing stop you. He took off through that hole, didn't he?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christopher. Happy birthday to you. Roll now. Roll now. Yay, Christopher. It's hot. Remove his plate and let him open his present. You to open it?
Open your present.
What is it?
I know
Open it.
Open it. Open it up. Here, Christopher. Here it is. Open. That's a good boy. Like that. There. You're getting into it. There's not a wristband over there.
Yay!
Ooh, look, Christopher. Open it up. Can you get it? Maybe somebody's not. Maybe just not. Here, Christopher. Here, open it. Christopher, here. Get it out. Look, is it cash register? Register? Easy, Christopher. You gotta call him. What's Big Bird's number? 350. 350. 50. Let's go over here. 152.
You like your
Look,
love?
536. 536. One 37. Seven's the one that makes it go.
Let him do it.
You push 5. Push it. 5.
Put it over where you can push it.
Push it right here.
I mean, just let him push it, Charlie. It's his.
8. Put 8. Push 8. Right there. Push it. 4. Push 4 right there.
Sit down.
So
Sit down.
He's hungry.
that birthday cake good?
Good job.
Does it go with your stitches?
Four. 8. 3, 8, 6. 3, 6. I know I didn't make 3, 8, 6. Let's do 8, 3, 9.
You get to eat any way you want to on your birthday, don't you?
Hey,
Huh?
hey, Ernie
Yeah,
lives
happy
here.
birthday.
Dad, Ernie lives here. 8, 3, 9, 7. Wait. 8, 3, 9, 7, 6, 2, 4. Ernie lives here.
And this is Christopher's second birthday. Yeah.
My mom.
My baby's enjoying his meal while he's homesick. Didn't have to go to the babysitter's today because I had a temperature. Had a temperature.
No, I don't love him. I care about him. He's the father of my children.
You sick, baby? You sick, baby? Say, Mama thinks I sick big. But I've been eating ever since she drove off. Sick, baby. Gonna die dead, I bet you. I gotta stay home, daddy, play all day long, and eat everything.
The first time?
Looking back, has it been a bitter experience?
No, it's
solving? A mother's feeling from a daughter, it seems so sleazy.
When I was on the show before, there was a part in there that I had mentioned where, you know, she wanted if she could have him, I did, you know, that wouldn't bother me. It did. It did for a long time.
Well, baby, this is enough filming this poor little sick child. I got to stop now. And we'll go make us a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah!
And shut me up against the wall with the palm of his hands on my chest. And I didn't even see it coming. I started to cry. I swore.
Okay, you take and stick the loop.
Don't you think it's time?
Chris finally got outside and getting to play a little bit. It's been raining. Charlie's cleaning up the backyard because we're fixing to mow it. Yeah, it's not going to do. Here's the first time this year the yard got mowed. Gets through, we'll see if that little tree is still alive.
Red flags, girl.
But he, like she was saying about easing someone into it, like the first night that we went out, he has a portable phone in his car. I kept calling her, asking her, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I stay with them all night? Should I do this? He should have known that how close that we were. And it's like, I feel like I talk to her no matter what happens. I'm going to talk to her. But I find myself, you know, when I hear him coming in the door, I got to go, I got to go, I got to go. And that, you know, that's like.
And he like says, when he gets in an argument with her, he tells her it's me saying it, when it's actually her telling, you know, him what she has to say.
No man should cost you your best friend, but he doesn't have to love you. You just say, honey, we're a package deal. We're not breaking up. I'm just wanting to add you.
Yeah, I have a... Be back in a moment.
At Murphy's, you'll always find a great selection of home furnishings for your family's lifestyle, and it's all on sale now during our great spring sale. You'll have fun shopping our innovative new game room gallery, featuring items like this game table that converts to a bumper pool table, and when dinner's ready, presto, a dining table.
You'll find authentic jukebox reproductions and a fun collection of neon art. Even a unique Nickelodeon player piano.
So for home furnishings for today's lifestyle, come to the spring sale now at Murphy's in Tyler.
Can anyone resist the Honey and Nut taste of Honey Nut Cheerios?
Stay up now. Stay up.
How about some Honey Nut Cheerios?
What, cereal now?
But Honey Nut Cheerios has the great taste of honey and nuts.
Honey and nuts? Did you say real honey and crunchy nuts? Hey, B, got any milk?
It's a honey, it's a Honey Nut Cheerios.
I think
I'm in love.
Who now?
That goddess on the raft.
Out of your league.
Watch.
May I have a towel?
Never underestimate the doctor.
Hi, are you French? You look French. I love French food.
Don't miss the Dr. Pepper 7-Up $1 Million Hole-in-One contest where you can qualify to win $1 million, April 28th through May 5th, across from South Park Center in Tyler.
Call now and you can have 13 weeks of the Wall Street Journal and this valuable 120-page guide to understanding money and markets. That's 13 weeks of the journal for the news and ideas you need every business day. And this guide free, which tells you everything you want to know about money and markets, now for only $34. Call toll-free 800-348-1600. Today's Wall Street Journal. Faster, tougher, smarter. Call 800-348-1600 now.
I love what you said about husbands not breaking up best friendships, but you have to do it with some kind of caution and respect for your mate, though, right?
Like everything else you do with your mouth, you have to do it with moderation.
Mouth with moderation. I'll remember that. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.
Guest accommodations are provided by the Inn at University Village. Guests of the show fly American Airlines. It's the official airline of the Oprah Winfrey Show. Fly American to over 250 destinations worldwide. American Airlines, something special in the air.
Two pizzas with 10 toppings for $9.99. That's impossible.
Are you kidding? Anything's possible. Look at this. This thing chopped on the head of a pin.
2 pizzas with 10 toppings for $9.99? That's impossible.
Anything's possible. I taught my dog to say I love you.
Little Caesars has done the impossible. 2 pizzas with 10 toppings for $9.99.
Pizza, pizza.
At affiliated food stores this week, don't miss the exciting Del Monte Spring Show with terrific savings on Del Monte Ketchup. A 32-ounce plastic squeeze bottle is on sale now for a low 69 cents. Save 2 on Surefine frozen orange juice, while a 12-ounce can is 89 cents. Buy a family pack of USDA Choice boneless round steak for $1.69 a pound. And stock up on fresh, crisp Western Iceberg lettuce at 2 heads for $1. Now at Affiliated, where you can always count on our best to you.
On Jeopardy, we start off easy.
But it's more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Playing our game well. Then the pressure blows.
TNT?
I'll bet $4,500.
Money, 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 money.
With a series of shots to the head.
What's a chowder head?
Dunderhead?
Meathead. You gotta think fast on your feet to beat the champ.
What is the Bristol stop?
What is a perfect game?
You're in for a rare treat. Jeopardy! The most fun you can have with your brain.
Jeopardy today at 4:30 on KLTV. KLTV, Tyler, Longview.
Randy Rao, a 45-year-old mama's boy. She gave him mansions and millions and then said no more. When Randy met the real world, hard luck drove him to the ultimate greed. He hired hitmen to ensure the family fortune for himself. He wanted to take care of Mama for good.
I'm not the type of person to kill anybody, much less my own mother.
Who's the most perfect beauty in America? Cosmos made its choice.
And Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio.
But tonight, we're staging our own superstar pageant with some surprising nominees.
Kelly, Harlow, Jean, picture of a beauty queen.
Frank Sinatra, the leader of the legendary Rat Pack, has not forgotten his friends in their hour of need. Old Blue Eyes takes the red eye to make a special visit to a special friend. Hello, everyone. I'm Maury Povich, and welcome to A Current Affair. This is a murder that tore apart 3 generations. When elderly Dorothy Rao was killed, Randy Rao, her middle-aged son, was charged with that crime. At the trial, some of the most damning testimony came from Randy's own children. Police said that Randy was tired of playing up to his mother to stay in her good graces, but he didn't want to lose his shot at inheriting her $3 million estate. Our Bill McGowan went to Virginia Beach, Virginia, to investigate the sins of the mama's boy.
Nestled in the quiet, affluent section of Virginia Beach, you'll find a house shaped like a castle. With a Rolls-Royce parked out front, you might think this stucco fortress is the site of a modern-day fairy tale, but the legend of what happened here wouldn't interest Walt Disney as much as Alfred Hitchcock. One night last year, two men forced their way through the castle's front door and went on a killing rampage. The owner and lady of the house, Amber Rao, barely survived a savage knife-wielding attack, but her millionaire mother wasn't so lucky. 84-year-old Dorothy Rao was murdered. For the now reclusive Amber Rao, the year-old nightmare does not fade, especially now after discovering that her own brother, Randy, was responsible for masterminding that night of terror. What did you originally think when you found out your grandmother had been killed?
That Dad had something to do with it.
You thought that right from the very start?
Mm-hmm.
How come?
I knew that he was in bad financial ways, and he had told me that he would do it. You know, that he would, if he could find somebody to do it, that he would do it. He would have Amber and my grandmother killed.
That's ridiculous. How could you? I could no more say that than you, a total stranger, so I can kill you and easily live with myself. I mean, you'd have to be totally devoid of a conscience. I'm not the type of person who would kill anybody, much less my own mother. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Those who believe Rao belongs behind bars say he plotted the murder of his mother and sister to gain total control of the Rao family fortune, believed to be over $3 million.
He wanted Amber out of the way, too, because he was still going to have to share the money with Amber, even with the mother.
So why not get it all?
Right. I mean, he was going for the whole thing.
Randy Rao was no stranger to success and wealth. His family raised him in a luxurious home. He attended an exclusive Virginia prep school. He racked up combat medals as a fighter pilot in Vietnam. But when he came home, divorce and bankruptcy became his trademarks. He proved to be a failure at business and marriage, which made him financially dependent on his wealthy mother, even at age 46.
Money was used as a way to control you. If you did what mother wanted you to do, you got all the money you wanted. If you did what she didn't want, she'd cut you off. I've been cut off so many times.
Were you a little resentful that you were still sort of getting an allowance like a child?
Oh, I guess so. Who wouldn't be? But, you know, that's certainly not grounds for murder.
But when Rao's mother grew tired of bankrolling her son's life, his financial woes mounted. Maxed out on his charge cards and chased by creditors, authorities say Rao became desperate, especially after he was told by his mother's attorney that she planned to cut him out of her new will.
Yes, Mrs. Rao wished to change the disposition of her estate in order to exclude from any participation Randy Rao. The pipeline to the money had been cut, and that anything further that he may receive from Mrs. Rao would be as a matter of grace and not as a matter of right.
I think we showed that he was suffering from despair. He thought his wife was going to leave him because of the lack of money, that he was destitute. The funds were drying up rapidly now that the controls being placed on his mother's estate. The despair, you know, drove him to the ultimate greed.
Prosecutors say Rao hired two hitmen, Fred Richardson and James Dock, to carry out his murderous scheme, which would leave him in total control of the family fortune. The plan was to cut the telephone lines at the castle before going inside to murder Rao's sister, mother, and his mother's live-in nurse. Gasoline hidden in a fabric softener bottle would then be used to help burn the house down. But James Dock confessed to having carried out a less than perfect execution of the plan.
When he walked in, the first thing, there were no words exchanged. It's just he immediately started stabbing Amber around her face. She testified on the stand, you know, they were carving my head like a pumpkin, were the words she had used. And he stopped and stabbed the nurse, stabbed the mother, Dorothy Rao, and then continued after her, and she ran, the sister ran to use the phone, but they had cut the phone lines. And he started getting nervous. He realized he was cut, and that's when Doc left. And his panic really saved the nurse and the sister.
Randy Rao may never have been implicated in the murder of his mother if the hitmen he had hired hadn't panicked the night Dorothy Rao was stabbed. You see, James Dock, the killer, accidentally cut his own hand during the attack. So when he left the house, he accidentally dripped a trail of blood all the way from the crime scene to this marina and onto the deck of a boat owned by Randy Rao.
I didn't know anything about it. I mean, surely on the surface, it looks terrible. And on the surface, my story stinks. But it's the only one I got. You know, I'm stuck with it.
Why do you think James Dock returned to your boat the night of the murder?
I have no idea.
Although the killer's blood was discovered on Rao's boat, the Naughty Lady, Randy claimed before the trial began that he did not know James Dock. Yet telephone records indicate numerous calls between Rao and the hired hands just before and just after the murder. Then, before the court, Doc left no doubt as to who put him up to the job.
The man that hired you, would you point him out?
Man right there with blue jacket and red top. He just said, knock on the door, go in there and kill him.
But the Rao-Doc connection was also confirmed by the prosecution's two star witnesses, Randy Rao's daughter, Carlene, and his son, Dolph, both of whom identified the killer as a guest on their father's boat weeks before the murder. The testimony was a major factor in their father's downfall.
It must have been a very difficult thing to testify against your own father.
Yes.
Did you make any eye contact with him when you were in the court?
This sounds really TV-ish, but yeah, when they asked what relationship I was to the defendant, I could not stop myself, but I did look over at him and said, you know, he's my father. And I could feel the tears well up in my eyes at that point.
Well, it kind of makes you feel like, you know, you're a monumental failure. I mean, for your own children, obviously compelled by greed, to turn on you something like that is just incredible.
Do you think he holds a grudge that you testified against him?
Yes. As a matter, I'm sure that he's blaming us, my brother and I. He likes to shift the blame off of himself onto anybody else. And, you know, I'm sure he's sitting in his jail cell right now blaming us for where he is.
These are the same two children that hired their own lawyer 6 months prior to this, got a copy of the will, wanted to find out what they had to do to inherit the money.
Your children claim that at one point you were prepared to frame them for the murder.
I'm devastated by the fact that they feel that way about me, that I could even do that. I mean, these are people that have, you know, are my own flesh and blood that I've lived with for, you know, X number of years. For them to even think I'm capable of it, of all people. You know, I mean, I would expect, you know, a total stranger to think that, but your own children.
Facing a mound of damning evidence and possibly the electric chair, Rao entered a plea of guilty, for which he was sentenced to life plus 40 years. To this day, he maintains his innocence. In fact, he's filed a motion to withdraw his guilty plea, which he says he was coerced into accepting. The murder of Dorothy Rao has devastated 3 generations of this wealthy family, which has made Carlene determined to teach the 4th generation about the evils of money and greed.
It's real easy to say money is not important, and, you know, this is just proof positive that it's pretty important to some people. And it is scary to think that it could make somebody kill, especially their own mother.
Last weekend, while in jail, Randy Rao tried to kill himself. He failed. Now, still ahead, Cosmo turns 25 and describes the perfect 90s woman.
They had style, they had grace. Rita Hayworth gave good faith.
They put Madonna on the cover, but we're not sure she fits the bill. So we have some nominees to consider, and you'll meet them next. And later, a superstar makes a super effort to reach out to a buddy. We'll have the Sinatra surprise.
Thanks to Church's, the chicken sandwich will never be the same.
That's a chicken sandwich? Mm-hmm.
Introducing Church's new foot-long chicken sandwich.
A foot-long chicken sandwich? Mm-hmm.
2 hot chicken fillets with lettuce, pickles, and mayonnaise, all just $1.99.
$1.99? Excuse us.
So hurry to Church's for the chicken sandwich that really measures up. Church's, big pieces, little prices.
I like the way you make me laugh. I like the funny things you do. You got a style that's all your own. I like the sprite in you. You make me want to smile. You know you make me sparkle too. You're such a kick I'm around. I like the sprite in you.
Sprite, the only one with Lyman. The unexpected twist that makes us different, livelier, special.
I like the sprite in you.
Medical instrumentation is becoming more computerized. To stay on top of the technology, the biomedical staff at Medical Center Hospital turned to Tyler Junior College. Our instructor at TJC's Regional Training and Development Complex really knew his business and didn't waste any time getting us online with microcomputer repair. It's a nice surprise and really feels good to know you're never too old to learn. At Tyler Junior College and RTDC, they really are training the workforce of tomorrow, today.
Next time on Cheers. Carla doesn't know it yet, but her new real estate has real problems.
Apparently the house is built directly over the graveyard of a 17th century prison.
So, which one of you Ghostbusters has got the guts to break the bad news to Carla, huh?
I saw Poltergeist. You think I want to end up in the TV?
Don't be a chicken. Prepare yourself for a close encounter of the Carla kind. Next time on Cheers.
Tonight at 10:30 on KLTV Channel 7.
Sammy Davis Jr. is home tonight, suffering from a spreading throat cancer, as an old buddy flies to his side. The buddy? None other than Frank Sinatra. Our Steve Dunleavy takes us exclusively to Sammy's house for some beautiful memories of the man who did it all and did it his way.
Frank Sinatra, his love and loyalty as legendary as his temper and talent, makes a pilgrimage to an old friend. He goes to the house of an ailing Sammy Davis Jr. with his wife, Barbara. He greets Sammy's son. He kisses Sammy's anguished wife, Altaviz, and he patches up a bitter feud that split Hollywood's Rat Pack asunder. Sammy Davis Jr., wild, worldly, wonderful. Luck was with him since he was a kid dancing. But tonight, a 64-year-old Sammy needs all the luck and prayers he can get. But what a life with no apologies.
Be married to 3 women and just live there. But then suddenly you get straight and you realize, no, they'll kill you if you do that.
Sammy Davis Jr., who burned the candle at both ends and in the middle, is battling for his life against cancer of the throat. The throat that gave us some of the most thrilling music in our lives.
He doesn't wander all over the room and then blow, blow, blow on some other guy's dice.
He has looked death squarely in the face before and won.
The guy who worked with me, his teeth came out. And he was like holding like this, and he looked up at me and went, oh, oh, oh. And I went, and it was hanging here, and I went this way and held it. And I held it, and I ran across the road to see about the ladies. And they were perfect. And I remember turning around, the woman looked at me, and all the blood was coming down, and this elderly lady, and she screamed and fainted, and I fainted right behind her.
He lost his left eye in a horrific 1954 car crash, recovered, and later went to a golf course. When asked what was his handicap, he joked, "I'm black, I'm Jewish, and I have one eye." That was vintage Sammy.
thinking of myself as being very chic with the different patches, matching patches with the outfits.
And now Sinatra, in the autumn of his own years, has come to pay homage to a man who shared some of the wackiest moments with Frank, Dean, and Peter Lawford that showbiz ever saw.
Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby. I'm the cat that you came in with. Love me, lady.
Sinatra was no easy general as head of the Rat Pack. He froze Sammy out of the Klan when he learned that Sammy was taking drugs.
I don't want to go near him. I don't want to talk to him. Tell him when he straightens himself out, you know. He saw me going downhill, and he just said, I don't want to be near him. And it was a bad time for me. He made me into a motion picture star because of the films that we did together, created a salary for me, I'm the first cat that ever got a piece of the picture, you know, and he said, Sam gets that. Because he was the king of the hill and he could dictate. They weren't that thrilled about it.
Drugs? Well, Sammy made a point of being at the vanguard of breaking taboos. And breaking one of those taboos almost got him killed. A black man dating a white star, Kim Novak. Movie mogul Harry Cohn wanted his legs broken.
The funny line I heard was, I wouldn't mind it if it was Harry Belafonte or Sidney Poitier, but him? We were two people who were isolated and very similar. And here we were popular people who couldn't go out as you could take out a girl and say, hey, I'll meet you at the Hamburger Hamlet and we'll have a sandwich. And hey, we'll go out and we'll go to the Palladium or we'll go to Ciro's or Macombo. We couldn't be seen. So because of that, we had to go to friends' houses and that stimulated the mystery. Now, if they'd left it alone, if it had been even up, probably it would have lasted but the more the mysterious, you know, the mysterioso and, the strings playing. But she was a marvelous lady, and we both knew we were fighting an element, but she had great dignity, has great dignity.
When Frank Sinatra heard that Sammy was gravely ill, he took a red-eye from Detroit to be at the side of his old Rat Pack buddy. Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, reunited at last in a time of crisis.
And I've been too close to the man. I know what he stands for, what he's done. I know about his relationship with his friends and his family. And I knew the family. I knew his mother and father very well. And I respect him too much to discuss it.
Nobody knows what makes Sammy run. But he said it all in one poignant sentence in a recent movie.
And if I'm gonna die, I want to die with my tap shoes on.
Sammy, a lot of us rooting for you. Hang in there. We'll be back with the ideal woman of the 90s after this.
Some of you may not know what an electric heat pump is. Well, let me show you. In summer, it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, so you can stay cool and comfortable. In winter, it's the most efficient heating system you can own. So, why don't you just see it for yourself at your heat pump dealer? Oh, by the way, it can save you money, too. $130 a year or more. The heat pump cools, heats, and saves.
From Touchstone Pictures.
Let's jam, dude.
5 spaced-out Martians are spending their spring break on Earth.
Toga, toga, toga. Whoa, that guy's toast.
And everyone is joining in.
You want to be in our wet party contest?
Maybe later. Whoa, who ordered the quarter-tonner?
Does she come with fries?
Now, it's the most
Excellent.
party ever.
Blue eyes. We gotta go now.
Spaced Invaders.
Na, 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 na.
Rated PG.
Starts Friday, April 27th at a theater near you.
Shop Manley's home with a guaranteed best buy and the Architect's largest showroom of savings. Choose from 50 different dinettes starting at only $79. Buy these curios starting at only $188. Bookcases all sizes now only $88. Buy this sectional incliners on each end, 4 colors and styles to choose from now only $6.99. If you buy any furniture at Manley's and find that same item in 30 days for a lower price, we'll refund the difference, guaranteed. Shop the one and only Manley's, 2011 South Marbury in Longview.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, up at Taco Bell. For Cinco de Mayo, the very best, just 59 cents, oh yeah. For por Cinco de Mayo, bean burritos, tacos, pintos, and cheese. Soft tacos, tostadas too, for Cinco de Mayo. Baby, you better run, run, run for the border.
Play Cinco Madness. Win a trip to Cancun, Mexico, or free food prizes.
Run, run for the border.
Keeping Texas roads and highways clean can be so easy. All it takes is a little teamwork, and it can be a lot of fun.
Well, we need a big player right now. Boone, under center, marking signals, looking left, looking right. Now he's marking signals and dropping back from center, looking downfield. He's going to let loose a spiral. Look at the touch on that, baby. He's got Gibbons all alone. What a catch! Let me tell you, that thing.
It's been the single girl standard bearer for the past 25 years. Cosmo, as it's known to its fans and followers, describes its perfect Cosmo woman. So we thought that topic needed some speculation and some hard investigative reporting from our Mike Watkus.
Remember when Bo Derek was the most exquisite woman since Eve? Ah, the good old days. But times have changed, and even though Bo may be as lovely as ever, America's idea of the perfect 10 has changed too. So, who's the 10 of the 90s? Well, according to the woman who wrote the Bible on it, the perfect female looks something like this. A brunette Madonna with red lips slightly parted, wearing a white dress with a plunging neckline.
Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen.
At least that's what Helen Gurley Brown put on the cover of her magazine to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Cosmo Girl. But Brown says being the perfect American woman takes more than just looks. She should love men, love sex, love children, and be very female. And that includes having a, quote, wonderful bosom. Well, using that yardstick, here is a current affairs candidate for Woman of the Year. The wonder from down under, Elle Macpherson. The perfect 9.5 weeks, Kim Basinger. All-American, Michelle Pfeiffer. Rolling Stone magazine's hot pick of the year, Claudia Schiffer. Mouth of the South, Deborah Norville. Ryan's daughter, Meg. And our winner is...
I don't know who the winner is, because there is no winner. Nobody asked me to vote. I'm voting for our female viewers. That's who. We'll be back.
It improved my backhand. Direct really cut my cleaning time. Now I have time for tennis.
Direct goes directly on. Takes dirt directly off.
It's great.
No mixing, no rinsing, no hassles.
It even cleaned my tennis shoes.
Direct multi-purpose cleaner.
There's more to life than cleaning.
Since Lauren arrived, life's been full of surprises. So I bought Lysol Cleaner to keep the house as clean as it can be. Cleaner. What really surprised me was its fresh lemon scent. Other cleaners can clean too, but most can't disinfect like Lysol.
Lysol deodorizing cleaner with a lemon fresh scent.
I like Lysol.
Those tiles will clear up when you put on a shining face. Your bathroom will cheer up when you put on a shining face.
Want clean that really shines? Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner lifts soap scum, disinfects too. Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner, now with an easy spray nozzle.
Little Caesars has done the impossible. 2 pizzas with 10 toppings for $9.99. We know it's impossible, but we did it anyway.
Pizza, pizza.
I think I'm in love. Who now? The goddess on the raft. Out of your league. Watch.
May I have a towel?
Never underestimate the doctor. Hi, are you French? You look French. I love French food.
Don't miss the Dr. Pepper 7-Up $1 Million Hole-in-One contest where you can qualify to win $1 million, April 28th through May 5th, across from South Park Center in Tyler.
I don't think you should ever forget that the freedom of this station to broadcast the show you're watching is made possible because of the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution, the words we live by.
It's hell on earth for the criminal sentenced to this awful place.
Hundreds of tortured lives, day after day of unthinkable cruelty. Our hidden cameras broken into the worst jail on earth and gotten out with scenes nobody can avoid.
That's Monday on A Current Affair. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time, America.
Cuatro, cinco, up at Taco Bell. For Cinco de Mayo, the very best, just 59 cents, oh yes. For Cinco de Mayo, bean burritos, tacos, pintos, and cheese. Soft tacos, tostadas too. For Cinco de Mayo, baby, you better run for the border.
Play Cinco Madness. Win a trip to Cancun, Mexico, or free food prizes.
Run for the border.
Don't take away all my caffeine. Hey, I try to be good. I eat bran. But I'm human. I love coffee, and I like caffeine. You can take away some. Little, maybe. Okay. Take half.
New Hills Brothers Perfect Balance Coffee. Finally, all the taste of regular with half the caffeine. Perfect Balance is the perfect balance, and you can taste it.
I'll give up the other half. In my next life.
The Mother Frances Hospital Heart Emergency Network. We care for life. For further information, contact your local physician.
Today, the jury hears testimony from the pathologist who performed an autopsy on slain jail inmate Loyal Gardner Jr. Good afternoon, I'm Judy Jordan, and that's one of the stories we're covering for you today on the East Texas News at 5. We'll also have an update for you on the battle between NASA and the Hubble Space Telescope. Right now, the scope is winning. Governor Clements is preparing his big guns for an attack on the legislature. And find out what happens when an ad man decides to tell the truth in advertising. It's all coming up today on the East Texas News at 5.
KLTV, Tyler, Longview.
This is Jeopardy! Now entering the studio are today's contestants. A political consultant from Pasadena, California, Philip Ellison. A businessman and attorney from Long Beach, California, Brian Fernandez. And our returning champion, a consultant and writer from San Rafael, California, Bruce Harris, whose two-day cash winnings total $10,400. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome as we wrap up another week here on Jeopardy. 3 gentlemen in competition today. 2 of them are newcomers, Philip and Brian. Welcome aboard. Good luck to you, and good luck also to our 2-time champion, Bruce. Here we go. Board swings into motion, and I'll tell you about the 1 daily double, and then we show you the categories. That's how we start. Greetings. American mountains. Animal trivia. A in literature. Notice the A in quotation marks. The Emmys, and finally, we have camping. Bruce, your selection, please.
Like greetings for 100, please?
Answer. American colloquial greeting that may be a short form of how do you? Philip?
What is hi?
No. Bruce O'Brien. Bruce.
What is howdy?
Howdy, yes.
Greetings for 200, please.
Word of greeting that can precede Matt or wagon. Bruce.
What is welcome?
Correct.
Greetings for 300, please.
Milton Berle greeted his television audience with the words, "Good evening, ladies," and these. I heard a big shush from the audience right after somebody said, "Germs." Well, whoever it was that said that in the audience, you are correct. Milton Berle used to say, "Good evening, ladies and germs." Please be careful, though. Don't penalize our players by shouting out any more responses. Bruce, pick again.
Greetings for 400, please.
It's how the Doors greeted a girl in the title of their second and last #1 hit. Philip.
Hello, I love you.
And the phrasing, remember?
Oh, what is hello, I love you?
That's right. Okay, I just want to get you into the swing of it because I can't remind you in the double Jeopardy round.
Thank you, Alex. What is Greetings for 500, please?
I'll tell you what it is. It's Françoise Sagan's first novel. Its title translates to Hello, Sadness. Philip.
Bonjour Tristesse. What is Bonjour Tristesse?
Right.
May I have the Emmys for 100, please?
This CBS News anchorman won an Emmy for his report, Man on the Moon, the epic journey of Apollo 11. Brian.
Who's Walter Cronkite?
Correct.
The Emmys for 200, please.
In 1978, the first annual Governor's Award of the Television Academy went to this CBS executive. Philip.
Who is Bill Paley?
Right.
May I have the Emmys for 300, please?
Husband and wife William Daniels and Bonnie Bartlett won Emmys in 1986 for playing a husband and wife in this series. Brian.
What is St. Elsewhere?
Correct.
The Emmys for 400, please.
She won her only Emmy for playing Sybil, a woman with multiple personalities, in a 1976 TV movie. Philip.
Who is Sally Field?
Yes.
May I have Emmys for 500, please?
Patterns, a 1955 episode of the Kraft Television Theater, won this writer his first of 6 Emmys. Bruce?
Is Padashevsky?
No. Brian or Philip? Who is the master of the Twilight Zone? Rod Serling. Philip, we go back to you.
May I have animal trivia for 100, please?
These beasts of burden compete with one another in annual wrestling matches in Selçuk, Turkey. Bruce.
What are camels?
Correct.
Animal trivia for 200, please.
The only U.S. zoo with a permanent exhibit of giant pandas is in this city. Brian.
What is Washington, D.C.?
You are correct, and it was fun to watch all 3 of you on that particular clue, pressing and pressing and pressing your buttons. I should point out for the benefit of our viewers that if the players press their buttons too frequently, they lock themselves out automatically. There is about a 0.2 of a second reset mechanism on each button, and that is the problem that you see occasionally when a player is doing this and no lights are going on. We're going to take our first commercial break right now, gentlemen. We'll give you a few minutes in which to relax. We'll come back to chat with them and continue this first round following this.
At affiliated food stores this week, don't miss the exciting Del Monte Spring Show with terrific savings on Del Monte Ketchup. A 32-ounce plastic squeeze bottle is on sale now for a low 69 cents. Save 2 on Surefine frozen orange juice, while a 12-ounce can is 89 cents. Buy a family pack of USDA Choice boneless round steak for $1.69 a pound. And stock up on fresh, crisp Western iceberg lettuce at 2 heads for $1. Now at affiliated, where you can always count on our best to you.
There are those times when you work for your family all week and everyone looks just so. Their clothes all clean and fresh and everything smelling so sweet and good. And someone says about your little girl, "My, she smells so good you just want to hug her." You can just feel yourself puffing up. You're that proud.
The huggable smell of Sunshine Scent Gain. It makes a mama proud.
From Touchstone Pictures, they were just out cruising the galaxy till they ran out of gas.
Aw, man.
And ran into the locals.
Hey, can we borrow a gallon of...
Now they're looking for help.
Could we borrow a gallon of... You what a dweeb.
Looking for action.
Hey, good. Hey, babe, loosen up.
And getting into a lot of trouble.
Hey, you're drinking bleach.
That's the bit, dude. Spaced Invaders.
You dudes like heavy metal? Guess not.
Rated PG.
Starts Friday, April 27th at a theater near you.
Hello, this is Red Little, Combined Underwriters Life Insurance Company. Our Easterplex Cash Funeral Plan takes the worry out of final expenses. This important coverage is about 30% cheaper than a similar plan advertised by Ed McMahon. plus no limited benefit period either. And this policy is accepted by all funeral homes. Call toll-free today for complete facts at 1-800-USA-MEDX, Combined Underwriters Life Insurance Company of Tyler.
First player we introduce today is from Pasadena, California. He's a political consultant. His name is Philip Ellison. Are you a political consultant in the state of California, or do you work in Washington?
Well, I work wherever I can, and of course, in California, with all the exciting things on the ballot every year, this is a pretty good place to be. So I'm basically...
Do we wind up with more propositions on our ballots in state elections than other states?
Yes, we do. It's a very, as you know, vibrant market, and there are a lot of things, a lot of ideas. The marketplace of political ideas is pretty hot here. So we're probably in the forefront.
Yeah, in many ways, we seem to set the tone, and then
That's
other
right.
states pick it up. All right, good luck to you on the program. You're playing well. You've got $1,400. Brian Finender from Long Beach, California, businessman and an attorney. It seems hard to believe that you once had dreams of playing Igor in Frankenstein. You used to amaze your classmates with that, I understand.
Well, when I was a youngster, I had wanted to be a scientist. When my parents asked me what kind, I had seen the Frankenstein movies, and I got caught up with Igor because he was stealing dead brains and running them around, and I told my parents I wanted to be a mad scientist. So.
And instead, you wound up being a lawyer.
That's the way it works out.
Uh-huh. Okay. Bruce Harris is our champion. He's from San Rafael. You spent some time living in Europe, didn't you, Bruce?
Yeah, in the 60s, I spent some time living in Germany and Holland.
Have you traveled throughout Europe?
Western Europe, primarily. My favorite spot is Portugal, and I'm hoping to make enough money here so I can go and spend 5 or 6 months there.
Wouldn't that be nice? Portugal is one of those hidden treasures. Not too many people know about it.
Most civilized place in Europe.
Is it? Well, the Portuguese Board of Trade will be very happy to hear that endorsement from you. Let's get back into this game. Brian, you're in control of the board. You gave us the last correct question, so we'll ask you to select.
Okay, let's try American Mountains for 100, please.
The Cumberland and Shenandoah Valleys are part of the Great Valley of this mountain range. Bruce?
Is the Appalachian?
Yes.
A in literature for 100, please.
He got to marry a sultan's daughter with the help of his wonderful lamp. Bruce?
Who was Aladdin?
Yes.
A in literature for 200, please.
I shot one of these into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where. Bruce?
What is an arrow?
Correct.
A in literature for 300, please.
This son of Aphrodite is the hero of Virgil's masterpiece. Bruce?
Who is Aeneas?
Yes.
A in literature for 400, please.
Answer there, the Daily Double. And just like that, you're back on the plus side. As a matter of fact, you're tied with Brian for second place.
600, please.
A true Daily Double. Here is your clue in A in literature. Theodore Dreiser based this novel on the 1906 murder of Grace Brown in New York State.
What is an American tragedy?
Correct. And you now have $1,200.
A in literature for 500, please.
The answer at the bottom of the column. The forest in As You Like It, or Enoch's last name. Bruce.
What is Arden?
That's right.
Animal trivia for 300, please.
Little foxes are known both as pups and as these. They're known also as cubs or kits. Bruce, back to you.
Animal trivia for 400, please.
Tamarins are among the smallest of these animals, and their golden hair resembles a lion's mane. Bruce.
What are monkeys?
Correct.
Animal trivia for 500, please.
Hordes of these multi-armed sea animals are ravaging the Great Barrier Reef by eating the coral. Bruce.
What are starfish?
Yes.
American Mountains for 200, please.
Mountain range that contains Mount Whitney, the highest mountain in the 48 states. Bruce.
What are the Cascades?
No. Philip.
What are the Sierra Nevada?
Correct.
American Mountains for 300, please.
2 of the 3 states that share the Ozark Plateau. Brian.
What is Missouri and Arkansas?
Yes, Oklahoma is the other. We have less than a minute to go in the round.
American Mountains for 400, please.
The chief iron mining centers in the Mesabi Range in this state are Hibbing and Virginia. Philip.
What is Pennsylvania?
No. Bruce.
What is Minnesota?
Correct.
American Mountains for 500, please.
At 13,161 feet, Wheeler Peak in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains is the highest in this state. Philip.
What is New Mexico?
Yes, for 500. Select.
Could I have camping for 100, please?
Type of camping equipment that comes in 3 shapes. Mummy, tapered, and rectangular. Bruce.
What are tents?
No. Philip.
What are sleeping bags?
Yes.
Could I have camping for 200, please?
A 2-letter abbreviation for a trailer or motorhome you can camp in. Brian.
What is an RV?
Yes.
Camping for 300, please.
Trademarked solidified alcohol that isn't for drinking, but for fueling your camp stove. Philip?
What is sterno?
Yes. That's it. That does it for the first round. Bruce, our returning champion, has a $600 lead over Philip. Brian on the board with $1,100, and we'll come back to start the Double Jeopardy round following these commercial messages.
Here's a simple fact. GMC truck dealers are ranked #1 in compact truck sales satisfaction. #1. Now, here it is in simple English. Compact truck customers get high-quality treatment at GMC truck dealerships. So the choice is simple. Go to your GMC truck dealer, where you're #1, and quality counts.
See your nearest GMC truck dealer today.
In real life, there are sunny summer days when a team of wild horses couldn't keep you in the house. Days when the most you want to do is stake out a few square feet of poolside and soak up some sunshine. In real life, there are summer afternoons when the most you want to wear is a great swimsuit and a light coating of oil. Walmart understands days like these, and we have the suits to fit. The latest in summer swimwear is down at your nearby Walmart.
Some of you may not know what an electric heat pump is. Well, let me show you. In summer, it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, so you can stay cool and comfortable. In winter, it's the most efficient heating system you can own. So, why don't you just see it for yourself at your heat pump dealer? Oh, by the way, it can save you money, too. $130 a year or more. The heat pump cools, heats, and saves.
Us Fritos rustlers heard tell some rancher was raising a different kind. Barbecue Fritos. So Luke and me figured, hey, let's move the party to our place. Now they're Rowdy Rustler's Barbecue Fritos. If you want to munch these zesty corn chips, you gotta see me. Or Luke, Rowdy Rustler's Barbecue Flavor Fritos corn chips. Rustle up some.
All right, welcome back. We're going to see now how well our players will do in this Double Jeopardy round in which there are those 2 daily doubles. Dollar figures, please. And now the categories, which are history, Nova Scotia, play settings, government, architecture, and finally barons and baronesses. Brian, would you select first for us?
Yes, Nova Scotia for 200, please.
Every July, the town of Pictou holds a carnival to honor this crustacean. Bruce.
Was the lobster?
Yes.
History for 200, please.
In 1977, this Prime Minister of India resigned. Brian.
Who was Nehru?
No. Bruce.
Who was Indira Gandhi?
Correct.
History for 400, please.
The Manchu dynasty in China made it a requirement that Chinese men wear this. Bruce.
What are pigtails or cues?
Cues, yes.
History for 600, please.
Answer. Thutmose was the first Egyptian ruler buried in this spot in western Thebes. Bruce.
What is the Valley of the Kings?
Yes.
History for 800, please.
Devil's Island was the best known of many penal colonies in this territory. Bruce?
What is French Guiana?
Yes.
History for 1,000, please.
He bankrupted his country and fell from power in 1955. In 1973, he was made president again. Philip.
Who is Perón?
Juan Perón is correct.
Could I have government for 200, please?
The highest classification the State Department would tell us about. It's more secret than secret. Brian?
What is top secret?
Correct.
Government for 400, please.
This branch of the armed forces falls under the Transportation Department in peacetime and the Navy in time of war. Philip?
What is the Coast Guard?
Yes.
Government for 600, please.
Term for a diplomatic official assigned to an embassy in a technical capacity. Bruce?
What is an attaché?
Yes.
Government for 800, please.
The Forest Service is an agency of this department, not the Department of the Interior. Part of the Department of Agriculture. Bruce, we go back to you for the next choice.
Government for 1,000, please.
Unemployment insurance was one of the provisions of this 1935 Act. Brian?
What is the Social Security Act?
Good for 1,000.
Nova Scotia for 400, please.
During World War I and World War II, this capital city was Canada's most important naval base. Philip?
What is Halifax?
Right.
Let's see. Architecture for 200, please.
From the 1850s to the 1920s, many Americans studied at l'École des Beaux-Arts in this city. Philip?
What is Paris?
Right.
Architecture for 400, please.
His Imperial Palace Hotel was one of the few buildings in Tokyo left undamaged after the 1923 quake. Bruce?
Who's Frank Lloyd Wright?
Right.
Barons and Baronesses for 200, please.
Baroness von Suttner, a pacifist, encouraged the creation of this prize and won it herself in 1905. Philip?
What is the Nobel Peace Prize?
Correct.
Barons and Baronesses for 400, please.
Derisive epithet used to describe some powerful American capitalists of the late 1800s. Bruce?
The robber barons.
Right.
Barons and Baronesses for 600, please.
5 sons of the founder of this banking dynasty became barons of the Austrian Empire. Bruce?
It's the Rothschilds.
Yes.
Barons and Baronesses for 800.
After serving with the Russians against the Turks, this German retired and became famous for his tall tales. Philip?
Who is Baron Munchausen?
That is it.
Could I have Barons and Baronesses for 1,000, please?
This poet who wrote Idylls of the King wasn't a king, but he was a baron. Bruce?
Who's Tennyson?
Alfred Lord Tennyson is correct.
Architecture for 600, please.
The Palace of Governors in this state capital was built of adobe in 1610. Bruce?
Was New Mexico?
No. Brian?
What is Santa Fe?
Santa Fe. Yes, we were going for the state capital, not the state itself. Brian, you select.
Nova Scotia for 600, please.
Answer. You can take a ferry ride from Nova Scotia to this U.S. state. Brian?
What is Maine?
Right.
Nova Scotia for 800, please.
Answer there, the Daily Double. You can move into second place if you risk enough, Brian, and respond correctly.
I'll wager 2,500, please.
All right, 2,500. Nova Scotia is the category. Here is your clue. Dikes make it possible to farm the marshland created by the world's highest tides in this bay.
What is the Fundy?
The Bay of Fundy, that is right, between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. You're in second place. Select again.
Nova Scotia for 1,000, please.
Before it was called Nova Scotia, early French settlers called it this. Bruce?
What is Acadia?
Acadia is right.
Place settings for 200, please.
William Gillette's 1895 spy drama, Secret Service, is set in Richmond at the end of this war. Philip?
What is the Civil War?
Yes.
Place settings for 400, please.
McConaughey Square is the heart of this enchanted Scottish village. Bruce?
What is Glockamora?
No. Brian or Philip? What is Brigadoon? Philip, back to you.
Could I have place settings for 600, please?
This John Webster play, first produced around 1613, takes place in Rome, Milan, and Malfi. Philip.
Who is the Jew of Malta?
No. Bruce O'Brien? Bruce.
Was the Duchess of Malfi?
Yes.
Place settings for 800, please.
This city is the setting for Harold Pinter's plays The Caretaker and The Homecoming. Bruce?
What is London?
Correct.
Place settings for 1,000, please.
The town in our town is in this New England state. Rover's Corners is in New Hampshire. Bruce, back to you for the choice.
Architecture for 800, please.
Answer. The other Daily Double.
Just 800, please, Alex.
For $800 in architecture, your clue. The 36 columns of the Lincoln Memorial stand for these.
What are the 36 states in 1865?
Right. The time of Lincoln's death. Well done. You get a 10,100. We'll go to our last clue for $1,000. James Renwick built New York City's St. Patrick's Cathedral in this architectural style. Philip.
What is Gothic?
Gothic is correct. That gives you another 1,000. You wind up at 5,700. Brian with 5,800. Bruce, 10,100. All three of you very impressive in this round. Congratulations. Final Jeopardy coming up. A reminder, the champ keeps the cash. The others receive these prizes.
Today's second-place contestant will receive a week for two at the Oasis Water Resort Villa Hotel Palm Springs. Just seconds from famed Canyon Drive shopping, plus 2 passes each day of your stay to the water resort, featuring its large wave-action pool. And Ricardo Beverly Hills Rodeo Drive 2 collection, fully lined, lightweight, bright and cheerful luggage. High-density nylon construction, weekend or around-the-world trips from Ricardo Beverly Hills. For today's third-place contestant, Color Times remote-control table model TV. Features 139-channel cable-ready tuning from Color Time, rent-to-own systems, and the complete Nintendo Entertainment System with the family and junior editions of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune created by Game Tech for play on the Nintendo system. And now, once again, here's Alex.
Let's take a look at our final Jeopardy category. Europe. Back with a clue right after this.
Oh, honey, how could you do that to me?
Do what?
Ranch dressing. You know I'm trying to cut down on fat. How could you do that to me?
It's new craft-free ranch. Fat-free.
Honey, how could you do that to me? You know I only like my old ranch. How could you?
You'll love it.
New from Kraft. Kraft-free ranch non-fat dressing. Fat-free, cholesterol-free. But feel free to love the taste.
Honey, would you do that to me one more time?
Mm-mm.
No? No.
Okay, Mouth. Prepare to be happy. Will it be corn checks or rice checks?
Those are my rice checks.
Speaking of mouths, here's Big Mouth.
Hey, Dweeb, check it out. There's another toastier. Maybe they put them in little tiny toasters. Pop.
It's happening. I can feel it. I wonder.
What do you think you're doing?
Making my mouth twice as happy.
Make your mouth happy with toastier rice checks and corn checks. Your mouth will love them.
Put yourself to the test. Play Final Jeopardy, coming up next.
There's something about it. It's great.
It's just different.
Diet Dr. Pepper is
Like nothing else.
Every voting citizen in Tyler needs to understand one important fact about Proposition 15. And when you really think about it, it's amazing this issue is being considered at all. Here it is. We are being asked to vote for a proposition that takes away our vote permanently concerning future pay issues for our fire and police officers. That's right. If we don't defeat Proposition 15. Why? Because Proposition 15 bases the wage rate formula on 4 cities in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and 2 other cities thought comparable. Here's how it works. Whatever their citizens decide to pay their fire and police officers determines what we must pay ours. Period. Does this make sense to any of you? No? It doesn't make sense to us either. We're Tyler citizens for Tyler control. Let's not lose control. Vote no to Proposition 15.
Category is Europe. The clue coming up, gentlemen. Then 30 seconds in which you will write down your responses, phrased in the form of a question, I am sure. Final Jeopardy answer today is this. In this country, domestic mail is free, and international mail can be sent from French or Spanish post offices. Good luck. Looks as if we're going to end this week on a high note, and by that I mean all 3 contestants coming up with correct responses, if I am to judge from the speed with which each of you wrote down your final response. Let's go down the line, and we'll start with Philip. What did you put down? What country in Europe? What is Andorra? You are, of course, correct. Your wager was $5,700. You are now in the lead with $11,400. We'll go to Brian. Your response. What is Andorra? Your wager, $5,790. You are now in the lead with $11,590. Bruce Harris won $10,400 in his first 2 matches on our program. He accumulated $10,100 going into this round today. Did he get Andorra? He smiled. I guess I've been kidding you enough about that, and you figured I might as well smile now since I've got it right, and I probably wagered enough money to remain champion. Is that, in fact, the case? $5,100. That means you have $15,200. Way to go. You do remain champion. And you have a 3-day total of $25,600. Congratulations, Bruce. And thank you, gentlemen. A good game today. Well played. We'll say goodbye. I hope you have an enjoyable weekend. Please come back and visit with us on Monday. So long.
Today's second and third place contestants will receive Ocean Spray Pink Grapefruit Juice Cocktail. Refresh yourself with the sweet, tart taste of Ocean Spray Pink. Great on everything from stir-fry to chicken pot pie and then some. The lively taste of Tabasco sauce. Don't keep it bottled up. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat, now with 30 flavors. You can serve it every day for a month and never serve the same dish twice. Orifix Special Denture Adhesive. Worried about loose dentures? Orifix holds them tight day and night. Orifix them. That'll fix them. Now you can have delicious fresh brewed coffee from your favorite blend in just minutes, right in your microwave, with the Farberware Microbrew. Only Farberware can make it. Spencer's makes clothes children love to wear. Spencer's, children's clothes that last for moments that live forever. And Paul Mitchell Professional Salon Products, luxurious hair care and styling tools. Paul Mitchell, your style demands it. This is Johnny Gilbert speaking. Jeopardy is a production of Burr Griffin Enterprises and is distributed by King World.
Today, the jury in the Loyal Garner murder case hears from the pathologist who performed the autopsy on the slain jail inmate, and his testimony is enlightening. Dangerfield residents are saying goodbye to their ambulance service. Crews are packing it in and calling it quits. And we'll visit a charity golf tourney live in Lufkin. These stories, the latest on the Hubble, Wally World, movie review, weather, and lots more. Next on the East Texas News at 5.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, up at Taco Bell. For Cinco de Mayo, the very best, just 59 cents, oh yes. For Cinco de Mayo, bean burritos, tacos, pintos, and cheese. Soft tacos, tostadas too. For Cinco de Mayo, baby, you better run, run, run for the border.
Placing
My own conviction is that more opportunities exist now for his release than ever before. There are statements being made from Tehran that, to me, are encouraging.
Optimism may be out of place because the statements from Tehran are conflicting. The Iranian leaders who are calling for the release of the 17 foreigners do not control the kidnappers in Lebanon. And those who do command the kidnappers are publicly calling for some hostages to be held indefinitely and for others to be executed as spies. Charles Glass, ABC News, Damascus.
The West German government today formally denied that it had anything to do with sabotaging the Libyan plant suspected of producing chemical warfare agents. Libya suggested that Germany might have been responsible for the fire at the plant earlier this week.